Yes. Yes, we are. Okay. Awesome. Cool. Ah. How am I allowed to adult? Boop,
I don't know.
boop,
Same question.
boop. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Feel free to put the link like everywhere else. Okay?
Gotcha.
Alrighty. So. Maybe it would help if I plugged the tablet in.
Probably.
I'm a professional.
Said none of us ever, because we don't want to lie.
Hey, Kirill. Hey, Rep. Good to see you guys.
Wanna... Good news, I can hear both of us.
Yay!
Rep, you are an actual professional. You work in the military.
Kind of. How, again, I ask, Rep, how are you deemed responsible for other human beings? Anywho. So, hi everybody. Welcome. So.
Professionalarist. You don't need the s.
He's trying to be funny.
I know, but it hurts my brain.
Does it hurt your
Listen, I
brain like us like us like us bungling Japanese hurts Common's brain?
probably, but I'm not even like an English major. I'm just autistic, and it took me a bit to learn English. So when I see English mistakes, I'm like, no, but no, though, those aren't the rules. The rules,
That is not that is not the way the words go. Help.
the
Actually
word rules.
take very good care of my idiots, just asking Carol. Yes, we're well aware your family spotted Carolyn, but we're adopting this one.
Don't call Carol an idiot. He's a good guy.
Hey, the actual degree is a piece of paper. It's the education you got with it. Really does a lot, honestly. I'm concerned, but ultimately not surprised. Anyways, this stream was suggested because it dawned on one of our watchers that they actually don't have any idea what Vesta or Tess actually look like. Which is fair, because I don't exactly describe my characters all that often unless it's like absolutely necessary.
All that often, and when you do describe them, you just like hair, eyes. Okay, we're good.
Hair,
And I'm
eyes,
over here like,
are they unusually tall or unusually small?
and I'm over here with a pen and pad on a chart that reads hips, waist, bust. Just like,
Need to art Hannah at some point. That would probably have to be a private stream or something like that.
Oh.
I will.
Oh, wait, hold on. I know what you could do there.
What?
You could record yourself drawing it, speed it up so it's like a speed paint, and put it on the subscribe star.
That could work.
I have good ideas sometimes.
Yes, you do. And they're great.
Yay! Yay!
So, Vesta was originally made solely because this party desperately needed someone capable of healing. Because we finished session 0 and it dawned on me, wait, none of these chuckle fucks made a healer.
Yeah.
They made nobody whose explicit focus is keeping the party intact and breathing. At no point did anybody in the anybody actively make a healer. So it's just like, well, I guess I'll do it. And don't worry about being late.
Yeah, you're all good. Rep, no, I know. No, Rep, I know.
Of course, all of this is much to the dismay of the party's resident... all of Hana's behavior is much to the quote-unquote dismay of the party's resident bisexual.
Yeah, trust me, if there's one conversation that happens in this household a lot, it is Susan's characters, because she gets very excited.
Yes. Krivchek approved. So this is Vesta and Tess. I hope to God I don't need to explain which one is which.
Depends on if we get people in here who haven't seen the Pathfinder campaign or not.
Well, the Pathfinder campaign doesn't have any art of Vesta or Tess. Because when I originally created Tess, I did not intend for the party to be taking her with them literally everywhere.
How? You gave them a small super sorcerer. If I had made a character for this campaign, a hero, not Kespec, I would have picked her up, put her on my shoulders, and went, let's go. I'm gonna teach this child Fireball.
She's not that small. She's like 13.
My point still stands. I just would have been like, I'm teaching this child Fireball, let's go.
The child, I'm 13! Your guy, addendum, I'm teaching this teenager Fireball. You remember our party adopted a literal goblin, yes? That's a completely different situation and conversation.
Also, your little PNG tuber is amazing.
Oh yeah, she's lovely. I think I actually did like a mention of the artist I got her from. And for the quality of the workmanship on this avatar, she is not. The price is damn good.
Yeah. The artist shouted you out because she wanted to shout out all of the
all of
all of
the
the
people, all of the people they made
little PNG tubers for.
This type of avatar for.
And Simon, now if I was gonna make a full hero for the game, and I started in the Pathfinder section, I think I'd make a Magus. A Magus or a Shaman.
Because both are pretty cool.
Yeah, and both are a little complex, so this is no offense to anybody who likes playing simple characters. I love simple characters. Give me my rogues that the entire goal of the game is just I'ma stab you. Great, goodbye.
I'ma stab you really hard.
And I also love playing sorcerers. Sorcerers are like basic bitch casters. I love it. But the reason why I'd want to play something complex first is because if you learn the complex characters, when you move to a simple character, it's just bread and butter. It's just, fucking pour it on, you know?
Starting early today, aren't we? Well, I have a day off work, and I figured, well, why the hell not?
Plus, this means we'll finish at a decent hour, and I can still do my stream. Because yesterday, we finished 10 minutes before I should go on, and I'm like, no, I can't. But no, yeah, I'd probably play like a Magus or something. I've used this site called Hero Lab to basically run through the levels of every character class just to see
what they do.
You know? Yeah, what they do. A lot of something I like about Pathfinder 2e that some people might not like. Very how do you like your character creator? The classes in Pathfinder 2e don't really do anything.
It's all the feats you pick.
Yeah. Your class just basically describes what level you get your like will saves, reflex saves, weapon proficiencies. Like your class just determines where your weapon proficiencies go.
And some of your feat picking options.
Yeah. But even then, you can take dedication feats.
And basically multi-class.
Yeah. So, like, I was leveling up a rogue in private, and I saw at, like, 8th level or something, I could get this dedication feat called Eldritch Archer. And if you've played Arcane Archer in D&D, it's the same basic principle. Like, I have magic arrows now. But it also allows me to start learning spellcasting.
Which is great. Rats against members of our party. What did you expect? We needed a second encounter. Yeah, I truly think we needed a second encounter for Kesbeck to kind of show us why the fuck he's a guard captain.
Oh, no, I do not take this as complaining. It's just my energy levels were shot.
But hey, it was fun.
Yeah, no, I had fun. I especially had fun when I'm like, oh yeah, and now I activate now you, and I heard Rep go, alright.
What does that do? Alright, so which character should I go into? So as I go over each character, I'm going to be putting in the details of them. So who should I give context to first, you think?
You're saying who should you give detail to first?
Or who should I explain first?
Probably Tess. She seems the most plot relevant.
At the moment?
Yeah, Tess seems like key item the person.
At the moment.
Yeah.
Sorta. They're cousins through a parent. Tess knows about this. Tess does not give a single shit. So, Tess is a young half-elf girl who the party picked up while they were doing an investigation of other matters. Basically, the party was traveling through an area. And they'd heard some rumors about well, it's not really rumors, more like a person who is who was words hard. Basically the party was investigating some shit about a dude being like, hey, the party was traveling through an area, and one of the things they had to do was meet with a local lord. After collecting the young lord from what he was doing with his downtime, which we don't talk about.
Fucking.
They did have to extract the man from a house of ill repute, yes. A rather comedic house of ill repute.
Fox women!
More like fox men.
Okay, also one of is that one.
Now, excuse me a moment while I do a quick magic trick with this character's, skull.
Excuse me a quick moment while I abracadabra alakazoo.
just let me double check that all the scale and proportions line up just so. Does that look right? There we go. Please ignore the shrunken head.
Please ignore the man behind the cloth.
Pretty much. Why would that be? Yeah. Another mod. Okay, cool. Another mod, got it. But yeah, so after extracting the gentleman from essentially a gay bar, without the party realizing it was a gay bar until they walked in the building. It's like, this place seems weird. A couple insight checks later. Oh, that's why this place is weird.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, basically, after bringing the gentleman back to his father's home, after bringing the good young lord back to his family's home, back to his home, so they could discuss with him the details of what they needed and also dry him out. Because
the way you put that gives me.
Because the gent was a few sheets to the wind.
Oh, okay. That's what you mean. Okay.
What did you think I meant?
You don't want me to answer that live.
Fair. Yes, we are well aware of Akagi being disaster lesbian. But anywho, so after collecting the young lord and dragging him somewhat unceremoniously back to his family's holdings, what do I need to do to attach you to the shoulder? What the fuck? Meow. Meow. There we go. Fuck. Nobody here minds if I swear, right? You know what? It's too late. That ship has sailed. Nobody here's gonna give a single, lone, solitary shit.
No. Nobody here cares. Pop
Right.
off.
So, basically, after collecting the gentleman from his preferred establishment, we're past the minute mark. Speak freely. Okay, fair.
Fuck, shit, fucking bitch, doo-da. Shit, fuck, fucking bitch, all the doo-da day.
Anyways, so... Okay. Don't mind. There we go. That's appropriate. Now, I'm going to do another magic trick.
You wanna see a magic trick?
Poof!
Good. Abracadabra!
Now let's just bring that in a little bit. Does that look right?
Except for the double oh.
That was not double chin. That was the remnants of this model's of the Pose doll's original skull.
Yeah.
I have yet to figure out how to just like remove parts of the 3D model. I've yet to figure out how to just take the original 3D model's head off and stick the new one on. Anyways, so yeah. After collecting the fine young gentleman and giving him an opportunity to sober up, the party asked if they could, investigate some things in his house. And he went, yeah, sure, go ahead, do whatever, I don't care. I just inherited this place from my dad. Why does that head look too small? Why does it look too small? I don't like it. Does that look right?
Gee.
Close enough for government work. I don't give a shit.
Yep.
Let's just pop out to check the proportions. How do I hide you? Okay, you know what? I can come back. Tess is in... Vesta's in the background. I can come back to her. Why aren't you connecting to anything? You know what? That will stay exactly the way it is. That is fine. That does not trigger Uncanny Valley. We are fine. I am an adult. Excuse me a moment while I hide the head. Or try to. You know what? We're just gonna pretend it doesn't exist. I have the opacity here cranked down anyway.
Typical stream with Susan.
I'll get better next week.
Yes.
So anyways, they picked Tess up. So anyways, the party at the time was looking into some omens that indicated that Tiamat was out and about.
Which is never good.
And well, technically they were just harmlessly staying in the dude's house, and he mentioned in passing that, I've just come back from boarding school. I only recently inherited the property. And the party's poking around after getting the bejesus scared out of them by the resident ghost. Who,
right.
May I state, meant no harm to anybody. She was perfectly harmless. She just put the fear of God into some of the members of the party.
Huh.
We have a couple of members of the party who are actively scared of spirits, and she manifested in the bedroom of one of them to tuck them in.
Fun!
Because her role in life was the young lord of the house's governess. After the panic shrieking subsided, and the party got some sleep again, they decided to poke around and investigate. Guess who discovered that the party then proceeded to discover that our young lord has inherited a house with a creepy basement.
Mm-hmm.
Not just any creepy basement, a creepy secret basement. So, the party, after some heated discussion, decides to go into the basement.
Yes.
In the basement, they discover that the gentleman who previously owned the estate was treating the Geneva Convention as a to-do list.
Fun!
And the party discover from his notes, with a few successful arcana checks, that he was trying to create a oracle that could connect to Tiamat.
Fun.
More like Scooby-Doo. Basically. So... And the party reads the dude's notes, because thank fuck somebody in the party knew Draconic. Up until a certain point, nobody in the party spoke Draconic.
Mm.
But, yeah, so the party... Okay, yes, that is what that is. Moving on. Just checking to make sure if that was Shadow or something. Yeah, they didn't have Andrew there. So, after some nosing around... So basically, the party discovered that the one surviving test subject of this endeavor was being kept at the family's like the winter house they go to go like skiing and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So the party, not telling the poor lord what's in his goddamn basement, they decide to go check on that.
Okay.
Well, they do ask the young lord some questions, and they discover that he went to go visit the family's winter estate for some reason, but on his way back, he kind of had a heart attack.
Great.
Wait, did we forget that? I don't remember if you guys ever told him what the fuck was in his basement. I think the reason you guys didn't tell him was so if people came to investigate that, he had plausible deniability. Or something to that effect. But anyway... Well... Oh no, the party had the good sense to shut the basement door.
Good for that much.
Yeah.
Jesus. What was that sound, Susie?
Just the sound of a very resigned DM. But yeah, so the party continues on. And they decide to journey up into the mountains to see if they can find this survivor.
Okay.
So, while the party is doing this, I'm sitting here as the DM trying to figure out what I want this survivor to be like. First up, I try to determine how young they are. After some unhinged panic, I decide that what would make Andrew gets back from his trip. That would be worth an evil DM. Oh, yes, definitely. Anyways.
While I stab you.
But, yes, so the party carries on.
Mm-hmm.
And they come, and eventually they find this Schmuckface's winter estate for that. They find the building, and that is where they also manage to find. And that's when they also manage to find Tess. Although Tess takes a little bit of searching.
Okay.
Tess takes a little bit of searching, predominantly because at the time Tess was out looking for food.
Okay.
And over the before so the party picks her up.
Mm-hmm.
And initially things are pretty like the members of the it's one of those, they like Tess, they just also don't know what the hell to do with her.
Right.
Because as far as they know, well, they don't really know much of anything about Tess at this point.
Okay.
What they do know is that Tess has been through quite a bit and does not enjoy being viewed as a child. Even though she's like 12, 13. I think she is like just barely 13 when the party finds her initially. So if I'm recalling correctly, Simon, it's because Akagi has figured, like, from just observing Tess, like, okay, you've been through enough. Treating you like a kid would just be adding insult to injury at this point. But anyways, so I fully plan on their... So, the party picks up Tess. I fully plan on there being, like... Maybe, like, a little, like, orphanage or something they can drop her off at. The party proceeds to not do that.
You had an orphanage planned out. It was run by a tiefling and his drow girlfriend.
But the party decided, you know what, we're keeping her. Me. I can work with this!
The tiefling and drow girlfriend bit is an inside joke, for those who don't know.
But yeah, so anyway, so the party just looks at Tess and decides, you know what, we're keeping you.
Hi, Mumsy, how you doing?
I have no context for that request, Mumsy. Anywho. But yes, so there is the fact also that Tess insisted on being treated like an adult. So the party just kind of went with that.
Yeah.
Tess really didn't do much in Tess really doesn't show up in combats because I figure her powers, she's 13. She hasn't come into her magic yet.
Yeah. Plus, with no formal training.
Putting her in a combat situation is a very bad idea.
Eventually, you guys are gonna have to make her kill a bunny that she raised from birth, but that's later.
They're not that... I'm not going there.
That's how they do it in Naruto.
Yes, and how many people in Naruto could benefit heavily from therapy?
All of them. All of them.
My point stands.
Except maybe Sakura. I think she's fine. But... maybe that's why nobody likes Sakura. She's not traumatized.
I don't know. This is purely one of those don't ask me, I don't know. But yeah, so... from the party's perspective, which is always interesting to delve into, Tess kind of becomes sort of a party mascot. Kinda, sorta.
Yeah. So it kind of feels just like, don't hurt our cheerleader.
The cheerleader. She couldn't do that yesterday.
She's growing.
Kesbeck, who is sharing a house with a young mage. We have a problem. But yeah, so everything's fine. The party picks up and the party picks up Ander.
Mm-hmm. What's your vice, Sakura? Oh, I'm well adjusted.
Looks at her relationship choices. Sweetie, all your taste is in your mouth. Oh no, I think I killed him.
I wasn't prepped for that. I wasn't prepped for that level of savage. Jeez.
It wasn't even that bad.
Like, Kirill, I just spit my drink. Jesus. Christ.
It's not even that bad.
It's the fact that you're not wrong. It's the fact that you just spoke gospel.
I mean, nothing about her choices shows she has good taste in men.
No, nothing. Not a bit.
Your cure to Hick has been take two after all these months. I'm improving! But, anywho. So... Anyways, the party picks up a gentleman by the name of Ander. Rep at the time asks me to keep a majority of what Ander can do. Hush, hush. I go along with it because I see nothing wrong with it. And also the way he was playing Ander, he was playing him very close, a very secretive type of person. Someone who would keep things about themselves to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And Ander and basically the party kind of hits it off and they agree, you know what, let's keep him. And yeah, so the party kind of takes to having Ander around. They're like, you know what, we kind of like this dude, let's keep him. Ander, you all have just made a horrible mistake. Now you won't be rid of me.
Good. That's what we're aiming for.
But anywho, so the party carries on with so the party deals with a dragon.
Yep. I was the one you called after that day because you were just like, that shouldn't have gone that well.
Yeah, like, full seriousness, you guys should not have survived that bullshit. But you did, for reasons known only to God. But yeah, so the party so the party really takes to having Tess around. Unknown to the party, oh god, why is that? Unbeknownst to the party, so remember, hi, I'm God. The reason is Grimcarl. But anyways, so Tess kind of grows and develops alongside the party. It's cute and wholesome and blah blah blah. And then shenanigans start to unfurl.
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody in the party, aside from Ander, apparently thought to ask Tess questions about her abilities.
I'm just imagining Rep Kabuki sitting on top of a giant crocodile next to this 13-year-old dragon sorcerer child. He just gets bored, looks over to her. So what do you do? Her holds all 5 elements up. Ah, shit.
It went kind of like...
How close am I?
Not exactly like that, but it did go very much like, so who is... Ander, sees the party is traveling with a 13-year-old who has obviously, like, traits of an inhuman lineage. Some successful Arcana checks later. Okay, so who's responsible for the training of the small one? The rest of the party blank stare.
The rest of the party. We weren't gonna training her. She's perfectly fine. She's just our mascot.
Him.
The Uber Dragon Sorcerer stuffed into a costume of Teddy from Persona 4. Help.
But, yeah, so the thing is, the party had been seeing kind of signs that Tess's magic was starting to wake up. When she would get upset, there was kind of like poltergeisty activity going on. You know the bit.
Yeah. You know Susan and how she likes to flavor sorcerers. No matter what bloodline they are, they're wild magic.
When they get stressed enough, freaky shit happens.
Meanwhile, me over here with how I flavor sorcerers, it's a lot more subtle.
I don't know. Well, the thing is, the freaky stuff only really comes out to play if the sorcerer is profoundly distressed.
No, I get it. I like your style.
Sareed won't apologize. That's also the reason we didn't train her. None of us knew how to train a sorcerer.
Looks at the rest of the party. Hi, we're all martial classes. Shit.
Looks at the budding young sorcerer. I have a bad feeling about this.
Son of a... Gah!
But, yeah. Fortunately, Ander had gone to a wizarding college, and so he kinda knew how to train a budding sorcerer. Kind of.
A little bit.
He knew more than the rest of the party. And Sayakiki looked at Andrew training test and just went, yes, sure, this sounds great. Let's do this.
Andrew, you went to wizarding school? I just took a couple of conjuration lessons and dropped out.
But, yeah, so, anyways, Tess swiftly takes to becoming Anders' protege, and swiftly becomes his eagerly helpful little minion.
Make way, everybody. It's the Susan Rep show. Someone's gonna die. Of fun.
Well, the thing is, even though Tess was getting lessons, she didn't actually see any combat. Namely because, in my mind, even though her magic was starting to wake up, it wasn't consistent enough to justify giving her a class.
She has started to learn cantrips. She is not ready for level 1.
Which, given the fact that the rest of the party is over level 5, given the fact that the rest of the party is level, 5 and 6, or level, 7 at the point of the actual campaign at this moment, yeah, a little bit, no. But anyway, so Tess. So Tess, aside from rapidly taking to Anders' tutelage, has also been, well, the party discovered she was being trained as an oracle and went, so what exactly can you do with that? But yeah, so yeah, what Reb said, she would need a lot of time to train and practice before she could even think about keeping up with the party.
Okay.
So, so yeah, Tess's whole sort of... Now, remember when I said the gentleman responsible for Tess's state was trying to make a oracle?
Yes.
Well, he kind of half succeeded.
Oh, no.
Well, that was because, I say half succeeded because his methods kind of sucked.
Yeah.
Entirely because the gentleman did not know what the flying fuck he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of creating something that could connect divinely to Tiamat, he just kind of created a freaky half-dragon thing.
Fun.
This is entirely due to the components he used and how badly they interacted with Tess's physiology.
The thing you can never plan for. Either way, it sounds like a fun character concept.
Yeah. Basically, the gentleman... So, dragon anatomy is is fundamentally magical in origin.
Mm-hmm.
The gentleman in question thought it would be a good idea to... So basically, he knew dragons are fundamentally magical creatures. Therefore, so are their organs. In order to get what he wanted out of the situation, basically, he decided the best course of action, it was not the best course of action, was to feed Tess, a still growing and developing preteen at the time, figuring that, hey, if I do this, while she's still growing, she has a better chance of surviving. Feeding her the hearts of 5 adult chromatic dragons.
Jesus.
She survived this process. But the reason he got essentially a very potent half-dragon instead of an oracle is because he used the heart and not the actual source of a dragon's power, an organ near the heart called a fundamentum.
Mm-hmm.
Now, these dragons all had one thing in common, aside from a now raging hate-on for this man.
Trickle woman. Tiamat mode.
God fucking... Y'all
Rep
are like...
said it.
Y'all are like... I know, but still. Y'all are like herding cats.
Rep said it and it activated my Digimon brain. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Oh, yes, that's right. The party did do that. So... But that's a thing for later. So... Basically, as a result of... Now, these dragons all had something in common aside from being adults and chromatic.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of them was a female who was on the nest at the time they were hunted.
Oh, boy.
So all of that protective, nurturing instinct and all that pissed off transferred. And, well, you've seen what it's transferred to.
Mm-hmm. Husband noises in the background.
He's asleep. And I am going to let him sleep. But yeah, so Tess is... So basically Tess has these entities in her noodle.
In her kitten caboodle.
Rep said it best. All the protective instincts that should have gone to their own hatchlings went to Tess. This means...
Oh, God.
What?
They have formed Tia Mama.
Like, to give you an idea, making sure Tess is alive and well cared for is the one thing all of these dragons can agree on. It is...
Sounds about right.
The one thing. But yeah, so Tess is situation. But yeah, so most of the party did not know about this the situation in Tess's psyche until actually just a couple sessions ago.
Great.
Namely, the sessions you were present for, Felix.
Great. I'm going to scream about something that just got revealed.
Okay. Deep breath. Oh, shit. I think he muted himself.
No, I was typing.
Oh.
In today's card fight stream, they have revealed Booster 12.
Cool.
And the cover for Booster 12 is Orphist Masks.
Is that good?
It's a thing. It's neither good nor bad.
It's just there.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? It could be pretty bad. I don't know. If you watch the anime, it's horrible.
For any particular reason, or just yes?
It means that basically one of the fan favorite characters has moved to the bad side.
Ah, one of those situations.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't good, Chief.
Yep. See you, Rep. But yeah, or fist masks.
I am going to sit here and quietly pretend that I know what those words mean.
Yeah, no, you do that. I'm having a moment.
How bad a time is this?
Look at the card fight room on your phone. And you'll be able to see it. That way it doesn't show up on stream.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's do this then. Felix's room. Card fight.
My server.
Oh, yours. Okay. One moment. Oh, that dude! I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah. I have upsetment.
Because it undoes plot development? Or, like, what?
No, I just like him.
Oh. This is just one of those, I just think he's neat, and I am upset that bad things are happening to him.
Yes.
Is this one of those, the lad has suffered enough game?
Yes. And it also takes him away from his waifu, who is my waifu in that show.
Oh, okay. Now, I'm gonna try something here.
Oh, that sentence usually starts off great things.
Hey!
Simon, we are talking about the newest promotional image for the Booster 12, which Booster 11's not even out yet, and they're promoting Booster 12. Holy shit.
Are they, like, just prepping for the booster they're not promoting to just straight up suck?
Maybe, but it's just, neat.
Yeah, fair.
It's like, no, we know Booster 11's gonna sell like gangbusters. Here's Booster 12 shit. And the rest of us are over here like, yeah, no, give me more. Give me more, give me more, give me more.
Moving on.
What, you don't like me singing? But yeah, it's just wild. They are showing Zaxa, who uses a deck called Orfist. Okay. And they're showing Zaxa with the new version of Orfist Mosques. And if you hear Mosques on top of a character name anymore, just picture that character evil. Is basically what it means.
Ah, charming.
So yeah, I mean a mini breakdown over the fact that my boy.
Or the fact that a character much beloved by the fan base is decided to have his evil arc right now.
Mm-hmm. Just, he's my boy,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, for... I just, For the record, I am experimenting with a new type of, shading. Or, well, a new way to do the shading. I want you guys to tell me honestly what you think a way of doing my shades, my shadows, and my colors. I want you guys to be honest with me when you tell me what you think of it.
I'm watching with honest eyes, Susan. Honest eyes, don't lie, Felix. That's what they call me.
Well, at least they have a theme. Yeah, at least it has that going for it. Thoughts?
It's looking good.
Yay! We can discuss via direct message afterward, Simon. But yeah, so a lot of the stuff that's going to be going on with Tess is going to be a lot of just Tess figuring out, like, namely what she wants to do with her abilities. Because for her, that is kind of a genuine question.
Yeah.
I do know this for a fact. In her mind, Ander is the closest thing she will ever get to a actual proper dad. So, she will follow him wherever.
I'm surprised she didn't kick up a fuss to go with him to go try to talk down Big Blue then.
Well, he made it very... Well, Ander made it very clear that this would not be safe for her to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that it would be safer for her to stay with the party.
Yes, but what teenager listens?
Apparently Tess does. Also, another reason Tess kind of volunteered to stay behind was she wasn't sure what this dragon was gonna think of her.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't know what this thing wants. I don't know what it thinks. All I know is it may not like me. So I'm going Yeah, look how that went. Yeah, to be fair though, nobody in the party really knew about the murder bot until after Ander had already kind of fucked off.
It'll be safer here in the city. Not with the dragon. 2 seconds later.
So there's a serial killer thing on the loose. The rest of the party. Okay, who wants to try to get in touch with Ander right now?
Okay. Who wants to let him know we fucked up?
No, that was the conversation after it tried to get into Tess's room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just the, look how well that went. The rest of the party, in our defense, we didn't know it was here. Now...
Ander.
Yeah.
Ander gets back. Successful diplomatic mission. In fact, I'm dating the Blue Dragon now. Honestly, it was the safest mission I've ever done. How are you guys? The rest of the party near dead. Fine!
Everything's fine!
Totally fine!
Everything is completely fine.
How's my daughter? Great. Not traumatized at all. Totally cool.
Tess in the corner. Hi!
Tess in the corner getting trained in deception. Totally fine.
Yeah, because until the whole dragon thing popped up, wasn't Kesbeck like totally willing to just adopt this child?
Yes.
That was originally like his full intent, and then he discovered all the dragon nonsense. Just like, you guys can keep her.
Yep.
It's like that is a hazard. That is a walking hazard.
Yeah, he was just thinking, my little sister probably could use someone around her age to talk to about things. And I could use a spy to make sure she's not talking about boys.
Dragon bullshit!
Never mind, I'll look somewhere else.
I will look someplace else because whatever that is frightens me on a primordial level, and I don't like that. Tess. Hi.
Hello.
Sir, you seem very tired.
You don't get to tell me I'm tired.
Why? What's to stop the two girls from meeting up and becoming friends? Probably Kesbeck's deliberate action at this point.
Yes.
It's like, we will be keeping this bullshit over here well away from my sister. Because my sister has enough bad influences in her life as is. She does not need more of them.
In his mind, all the bad influences is every male at her school.
Meanwhile, her big brother, you understand that everything is fine, right?
Him holding his sword a little closer. Sure it is. Sure it is.
Everything is completely fine. Her looks at the rest of the group. What did you do to my brother? We didn't do anything. It's just cute. Becomes one of those. We didn't do anything to him, child.
He was like this.
Not that he was like that. Like he's ended up like this. Her. Because she's honestly a bit more capable than he likes to think she is.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, thinking she's not as capable as he thinks she is what helps him sleep at night. So...
Yes. Just... It is very selfish of him, but the thought that she needs him to protect her helps him. I will never say Kesbeck is a healthy person.
No, he is not, as is evidenced by his raging hate on for this little party of adventurers who have done nothing wrong to him.
Nope. They're just adventurers.
And that's all he needs to dislike them. And until he realized the child could fend for herself, they were endangering the welfare of a minor.
Yep.
Cue him realizing, much to his shock and terror, the minor can fend for herself.
Him in the back of his head. That shouldn't work. Children need people to protect them. Like my sister needs me to protect her.
If he says this anywhere near Tess, she would just respond with, well, I didn't get that opportunity, so I have to look out for me.
And that's an easy way to make him hate whoever hurt this child.
They're already dead.
That's an easy way to make him feel shitty that he wasn't the one to kill them.
Even worse when it's, so how did they die? Heart attack?
That's not enough suffering.
But, yeah, so... Yeah, Tess is 100% my, like... She's great to role play. Because, honestly, sometimes she does things and it just gives the party such anxiety. She just does or says things and it gives the party such anxiety, and I love it.
You are evil.
Depends on your definition.
Depends on how we look at things.
Yep.
What's really evil?
Well, here's the thing. As far as the party knows, Kesbeck is just a very stick-up-his-ass town guard.
Yeah.
None of the party has insight into his mental state and why he makes the decisions he makes.
Yeah. And I'm not spoiling it on stream.
The party will need to ask him these things directly. Like, why are you the way that you are?
Oh, and Bronze, I see your comment there. What's to stop Akagi from doing that? Jail.
Yes, jail time.
Assaulting a town guard.
Yes, which is very much a to jail.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see how this looks. Okay, I actually really, really like this way to do shading.
Awesome.
But anyway, so the party does not have, as far as the party knows, Kesbeck is just a workaholic guard.
Yeah.
He hasn't been actively antagonistic to the party. His intention of adopting Tess stopped the minute Tess proved to be a walking nuke.
Yeah, and he would still not be directly
hostile
to a child. He's just wary. The way I can describe Kesbeck is lawful cautious.
Which makes sense.
He is not going to arrest or assault someone without due cause.
But sometimes, boy howdy, he will look for a reason.
Yes. It is in his purview to always be aware.
Yep.
Aslan didn't punch a city guard. Aslan punched a priest. There's a difference.
Cold-cocked a priest who had it fucking coming. And everyone in the Dice Sesh campaign will agree with me. That fuckhead had it coming.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like, if Kesbeck does something that warrants a punching in the face, I'll be the first one to say, yeah, no, get it. But at this point, is he being mean to people? Sure. But he's not actively
hostile,
going out of his way to hurt people. And so, striking him at this point...
it's just borrowing trouble.
Yeah. That's just giving him a reason to be more mean.
It is creating further hostilities where there needn't be any.
At least this is how I'm trying to run the character, and if it's coming across different, sorry, I don't mean that. He is dismissive? Yes. He is untrustworthy of the party? Yes.
Basically, in his P-brain, the party are essentially... he does not hold high opinions of adventurers.
No. But that mentality has been... there's a reason behind it. He just doesn't... not like he hears the word adventurer and goes, ah, shit. They must be fuckheads.
In his past experiences with adventurers, he is a fuckhead.
Yeah. He has been proven right enough times that, in his past at least, that there is reason that he is untrusting.
It is the, go home, get some sleep. No. Other members of the party. So how do we get this guy to sleep? Like, an appropriate amount of time. His sister, once again defying his direct instructions to stay inside after dark, turns up. Hi!
You would see fear and panic over this man's face. Like you've never seen before.
And previously, this gent has had, like, 2 emotions to his name.
And it's not like, oh, my little sister's out after dark. He knows she can handle herself in a normal situation. There is a fucking mass murderer on the loose.
Hence the nope, 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 nope. Back to the house you go. What are you doing outside after dark? I'm gonna die of anxiety.
Oh, yeah. And depending on when she shows up, it would be less of a I'm escorting you home and more of a grab local contingents of guard, send her home with a fucking troop surrounding her, and a chastising.
Fun. Meanwhile, Tess's brain. Oh, other kid my age. I want to be friend. I want friend.
Yeah.
Kesbeck, no, 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 no.
Kesbeck, allow me to set the record straight. He's not a nice guy. He is a caring person, and he does not want his sister hurt. And in his brain, the best way to do that is to be not the nice guy.
It's to be a hard ass.
Yeah. Because if things get done and they get done right, then she'll be safe.
Right.
And so will everybody else in the town. So long as I do my job right, they'll be safe.
Everything will be fine.
Yeah. But that leads to, more often than not, him butting heads with people.
Right.
And not because he wants to butt heads with people, not because he's looking for a fight. He's just as abrasive as his scales are rough.
And our boy over here is sandpapery.
Yeah. And I hope I can bring that across without sounding like a prick. Playing a character like Kesbeck always has, like, in the back of my head, I'm always like, shit, is this too much? Am I fucking up? Which is why I'm glad he is a
guest.
Yeah, a guest character and not a full-time. 'Cause I would not make this character for a full-time campaign. I'd end up hating the character.
Fair.
I'd just be like, damn,
Kesbeck, my guy, with all the kindness in my heart, you a dick.
yeah. Yeah, like, when he is with his sister and the town is not besieged by a fucking serial killer, he's a good person. Only his sister really knows that side of him.
Yep.
But this case has put a lot of pressure on him that he needs to get this safe. He needs to find who's doing this, and he needs to solve it.
Because if he doesn't,
his sister could get hurt. And if his sister gets hurt, there's no one who will see the soft side of Kespec ever again. And that is how things get a little bit more authoritarian for Kespec.
right.
Because if his sister gets hurt, it's his fault for not doing enough.
Right.
And that's the most I'm willing to talk about Kespec without spoiling anything.
Yep.
I'll deep dive his character in a stream like after his guest spot's done.
Yeah. Yeah, just once his spot's done, we can do a nice big deep dive on him and why he is the way that he is.
Yeah, hell, I'll even talk about like how I built him as like a PC. Because
there will be. I have already extracted from the person running this arc in writing, the sister will survive. The sister will be in peril, but the sister will survive.
Yeah, no,
there will be.
That's fine.
There will be no. There will be no bad end, Kesbeck.
Beautiful.
Kesbeck will need blood pressure medication by the time all is said and done.
Yeah, but like when I build a character, like doing the class and everything. I take into account who that character will be as I'm building the character. So, a lot of Kespec's personality, you can see it in his feats and everything. So once the campaign's done, I'll go into that more. Because there's some stuff there.
The issue is with how small I need to make these. They don't look like scales anymore.
Aww.
A video series doing a deep dive on the side characters would be really cool. Awesome! Glad to hear you think so.
Yeah, that could be something we could put on the subscribe star.
Yep.
Hell, I could probably do quick guides to like level 5 on all the different Pathfinder classes.
Yeah, that would be fun too. But yeah, I need to find the let's see if the colors are supposed to be really, really faded unless one of them's making a specific entrance.
Susan, there is a question for you in the chat when you are done looking for whatever you're looking for.
Of course. Oh yes, there are things in the works. But they will be things Kesbeck will never have to deal with.
Yay.
Much to Kesbeck's deep joy, because at this point I imagine he just wants to enjoy peace and tranquility with his sister.
Yeah, a little bit. Is that so wrong?
No. Sadly, I don't have a brush small enough to do the detailed scaling, so I kind of have to improv here. But yeah, like, when one of Celeste's mothers takes the wheel, normally her scales are very pale, kind of pastel, all five.
Mm-hmm.
But if one of the mothers comes to prevalency in terms of who's at the wheel, the scales will shift colors to reflect who's at the wheel.
Yeah. As we've seen in the most recent games.
Yes. The entire incident probably giving poor Kesbeck like stress hives. Why do I say this? Because I know I'd be having stress hives if I were this man.
Oh. His life is stress.
Yep. So anyways, I've only done one patch because fuck it.
Okay.
And we can just say she's not be cool. I tried to get them to be a uniform shape. They did not want to play nice. But I will try.
If you want a backseat art, you can come do it yourself.
This is the visible patch. This is what is occurring. Besides, Celeste is not a dragon. Besides, she's not a dragon blood due to heritage. She is a dragon blood due to somebody getting so obsessed with can we do the thing they forgot to check if they should do the thing.
Been there, done that.
Context?
High school.
Oh.
Everybody makes stupid decisions in high school.
Yep. Anywho, so yeah, Tess is definitely the party's, like, I'm not gonna call her their Achilles heel, because she's more than capable of taking care of herself.
Yeah. She is the party's glass cannon.
Yes, because she's 13. I didn't. Stupid decisions were made on my behalf. Fair.
I'll do it myself, Felix. Your face is like a Goomba. What the?
That's points for creativity, demerits for what? Just saying this now, when you insult somebody, they shouldn't be bewildered.
I feel like the response I'm supposed to say is leave my mother out of this.
I hear a but, though. I hear a distinct but.
Do you?
Alright, and tone the hips down to something a little more actually proportional.
No, don't tone the hips down. Make them wider.
So, on one end of the spectrum, we have... So, on one end of the spectrum, we had Tess, who is very much a glass cannon. No, screw you, cat-obsessed munchkin. Minimum wage Vegeta.
Our chat's creative today.
I love you guys. Jesus Christ. But anyway, so on one end of the spectrum, we had Tess. Someone who is very much a... What the fuck? Someone
who's very much a what the fuck.
Well, to poor Kesbeck, he probably is.
I thought Tess was a girl.
Fuck. I mean, Tess's existence probably already had poor Kesbeck just going, I have a question for God.
Why?
God. Well, I got bored. Poor Kesbeck in the corner. That's not an answer. Will.
See, here's the thing, Simon. Here's the thing I know for a fact. Susan is upstairs. I'm downstairs. I know she will not walk all the way down here in the middle of a stream just to hurt me.
I'm going to allow you to think that.
I'm going to allow you to keep considering that's the reason you're alive.
Yes. So anyways, where Tess is someone whose backstory is what's telling their story. Vesta is more someone whose own direct personal decisions are what tell her story.
Yeah.
Excuse me while I shrink the head.
Excuse me while I give this chat a round of fucking applause. Damn. We really be popping off today, folks.
Yeah. He's trying to lose weight, chasing you to strangle you is good exercise. He's got the point. You two are the reason Bale drinks. Zuri doesn't help. Zuri contributes to the problem in her own special, loving way.
Big Susan stretch.
And I can do that now without my model freaking out.
Yeah! Because we got the PNG tuber! Everybody love.
Anyway, so...
Any hoozle.
But yeah, so... While Tess is someone whose everything is defined by... whose identity is to some degree words hard! While Tess is someone whose past is what defines them, with the
Vess?
Thank you. Vesta is someone who is doing her damnedest to not let her past define her.
Also, Susan, no problem. I'll help out whenever you need me to. Just say the word line. I have the script right here.
Of course you do. Anyway, so... Vesta. Vesta is kind of an... What the fuck? Vesta...
Kind of an...
I'm getting there. Don't make me come down there. But yeah, so the reason Vesta is kind of the way that she is, well, Vesta is a changeling. More specifically, the child of a hag. But the people who took Vesta in after her family went, oh, hag baby, yeet! Were aware of a little trick that they could use to sort of... We're about to hear some streamer violence. Nah.
You don't need to wait a year for Creator Clash 3. It's about to happen.
So, yeah, she is the child of a hag, and she got taken in by an enclave of druids because y'all needed a healer, and given your tomfoolery, I had a feeling any cleric I made might forsake their god. So
maybe.
Vesta. Now, but yeah, so Vesta's big sort of thing, she actually doesn't have any, like, feelings towards her hag mother solely because the two haven't been in contact. And this is due to what the Druid Enclave who raised Vesta did. Once they took her in, they started calling her a different name.
Mm-hmm.
With the intent of throwing off the hag's ability to call Vesta once she came of age. This somehow actually worked.
Don't question it. Oh wait, you're the DM. You just said it worked.
Well, when Changeling Vesta was created and given her appearance, she was given the name of the child she was replacing, and that became her true name.
Mm-hmm.
Hags use the true name of their childer to call them. Calling Vesta something other than her true name, basically her entire life, has reduced the effectiveness of the hag's call. This will be a plot point later.
Oh, okay. So that's all we're talking about it here. You can find out more on the behind-the-scenes special later.
Right. So, but yeah. The party kind of picked Vesta up, and she's just taken to traveling with them. And most recently, she accidentally gave poor Kesbeck the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a way to put it.
What else am I supposed to call it? The, oh god, do I need to knife this person?
That's another way to put it.
Oh, right, because he saw her do what, as far as he could tell, was fucking blood magic.
Yep.
Granted, there's technically no laws against blood magic if you're using your own blood, but it's still kind of a sketchy.
Yep. It's like, technically, Revivifies a necromancy spell, and yet you all have a problem with necromancers. Yes, when they pilot skeletons around.
Yes, when they're popping skeletons out of the ground and sending them to harass the locals. Well, that's because of the type of druid Vesta is. Vesta is a leaf druid.
Leaf.
Felix, since you've been digging into Pathfinder, you kind of know what that means.
Yes. I'll need to research druids a little bit more to be 100% sure, but I have a good idea.
Yeah, technically, because she's a leaf druid, her familiar is supposed to be a leshy?
Mm-hmm.
Or something similar. But I went, you know what? Fuck that.
You know what? I'ma hag it up.
Voodoo doll bullshit, go! Kesbeck. On one hand, you're really attractive. On the other hand, you're really freaky.
On one hand, smash. On the other hand, die.
Right, because isn't that how we flavored, like, 2 nat 1s in a row on perception.
Yeah, I either had advantage or disadvantage. Can't remember 100% clearly at the moment. Rolled double nat 1. Shit.
And then we proceeded to flavor it as, Kesbeck, it has been way too long since you did anything other than work.
Kesbeck, that booty be poppin'.
It is. Right there. Kesbeck has flashbacks to that one dude who told him if he didn't get a girlfriend soon, he'd lose his mind.
Well, here we go.
Apparently I've lost enough of my marbles that this is attractive. That's not to say that Vesta's unattractive. She's actually quite pretty. But at the same time, less than 5 minutes ago, he saw her do blood magic.
Yeah.
And and she did notice. And just like, he's cute. Like what you see over there, Kesbeck. Ah!
I will murder you.
I'd like to see you try.
just pop up. Just pop up that gif from Hellsing Ultimate Abridged. Ah yes, the return of the Y boner with a vengeance.
Vesta just straight up existing. Can I help you?
Glare.
Realizes he is glaring at her. Okay, fess up. What'd I do? Allow me to rephrase that. What do you think I did? Because whatever it is, the answer is probably no. Kesbeck trying desperately to rationalize all of this to himself. Nothing.
Yep.
Because I imagine there is a lot of Kesbeck trying to rationalize everything that is going on to himself at the moment.
Oh, there's so much. Like, even past, that booty. Like, if it were a normal day in the city, as if it pleases you, but donk if you may. Also, Vesta's a changeling. Oh, Rep, why are you talking about Tess's ass? That's interesting.
Yeah, Vesta is a... Yeah. Vesta... The thing is, Vesta's flavor of changeling in Pathfinder actually doesn't allow her to change her appearance all that much. But if she does notice that a certain attribute of hers is drawing attention, she will 100% poke fun at the person just to get a rise out of them.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if this was a less stressful situation for the boy, and this happened and Vesta decided to be teasy, he would just tease right back.
But he has other shit he needs to be wrangling right now.
Yeah, currently, he is not allowed to be nice.
or playful, because 1, adventurer, 2, mass murderer on the loose, 3, as he just saw, active blood magic user.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it really that bad if you're just using your own blood?
Him, I don't know. I was just told, don't trust blood mages.
Well then, I'm not a full-fledged blood mage. What you saw is the only piece of that type of magic I know.
Narrow eyes. But yeah. No, I thought of the perfect way he can tease back. Like what you see? No, I'm just wondering if you'd want to apply for a job here. We're currently looking for a snake charmer.
That's actually a good one.
I know.
But yeah, everything about, yeah. Now, yeah. Fortunately for him, Vesta's a sweetheart and nothing at all like her mother.
Hey, Susan?
Yeah?
Not telling you we need to wrap up or anything soon. Just letting you know we've been going at this for 2 hours. Have you had a drink?
Yes?
Okay. Drink some water.
Okay, but yeah, we are probably gonna be wrapping up, pretty soonish, maybe? Because you do have a point.
Yes. We've been going for 2 hours.
Yeah, just to give you an idea, Felix, Vesta, it is a very good thing for Kesbeck. Vesta is nothing like her, birth mother
Oh?
thing.
Oh, and why is that?
Because her birth mother's kind of a little bit of a psycho.
No, that's okay. Yeah, no, that's a good enough reason.
Where did my braid tool go? Where'd it go? Did I forget to add it? I might have forgotten to add it. Where'd it go? There we go, that one will do. Wait, actually I already have that one. Goodbye. Nope. Nope.
Yes. How could Vesta have 3 mothers?
Bio mother.
Bag.
Mom.
The original mom she was supposed to be the child replacement of.
Yep, and then the druid who raised her.
Ah, okay. No, you're right.
That is how she would have 3. Now, what's interesting about Vesta is she appears to be as far as the party can tell, she appears to be undergoing some kind of thing. Basically, what is occurring with that is Vesta is because she's reached maturity without her hag mother's influence, shit's kind of getting weird with her and her physiology. Shit's getting weird with her and her nature.
Fun.
Unfortunately for poor Kesbeck, he appears to be caught in this nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
Much to poor Kesbeck's just, I have a question. For God.
Why? Why this one?
God, because I'm bored. Because I'm bored and you need a girlfriend. Poor Kesbeck in the distance. I understand that, but why? Ah, perfect. But yeah,
Yeah.
Vesta, due to her, due to some shenaniganery in her, basically because as a hag child she was able to reach full maturity for her baseline species without hearing her mother clearly enough to be influenced. She actually has developed into. She is actually in the process of evolving into something different.
Fun.
Which, if Kesbeck plays his cards right, he's gonna get to see in person. I get the feeling this will not be a subject of great joy for Kesbeck.
Depends on when he learns.
What is, like, a worst case scenario for that?
Also depends on what she's evolving into.
Seems to be some kind of dryad looking thing.
I don't think he would mind that.
He'd have questions.
He would finish what he was doing first, but he'd have questions.
It's like, I have questions. Most of them starting in what?
Nope, can't say that. Come to the after hours stream for that joke.
DM it to me.
Don't look at it on your phone, not on stream.
Why on earth would I open my Discord on stream right now? I'm many things. An idiot isn't one of them.
I have sent it to you.
That's not where I'm going with this character.
I know it's not, but it's what popped into my head.
Fair.
I'm sorry.
That clarifies nothing.
What clarifies nothing?
Moving on.
Sorry.
You're all good.
And Rep, I will never tell you.
Oh, let them flirt in peace, Rep. Moving on. So, Vesta, yes.
Give me something to lord over, Rep.
Yes, I saw the suggestion. That'll probably be on her next level up. Because if I recall correctly, on her next level up, she can kind of evolve further.
Yeah, every even level you get a No, you do not get a racial feat at 8th level. 9th.
Fair.
You get a class feat every even level.
Right.
And it's every 4 levels after 1st level you get a racial feat.
Yeah, just like... It would be hilarious if over the course of the party's travels they had to return to where Kesbeck is and they're all just like, "Hi, Kesbeck, how are you?" Him, "Oh god, not you again."
On how things end with Vesta.
Oh, Vesta's a sweetie. It's just her appearance might change. A lot.
Yeah.
Like, a lot. Like, she'd still be recognizably herself, but there'd also be some sort of key differences. Oh, God. The noise complaints alone might drive poor Kesbeck to drink.
Another thing he doesn't do. He does not drink.
Figure of speech.
I know.
And of course Kesbeck doesn't drink. He has his little sister at home to be thinking about, and he wants to be a good example for her. Anyways, so... I can't really go into too much detail about Vesta's parentage without revealing stuff for the main plotline.
Don't do that.
But it'll definitely be fun.
I don't know. Did you sleep good?
I think. Maybe. Yes, I'm well aware the answer to "Did you sleep good?" shouldn't be "I don't know."
Yeah.
Rep, you and I both know how dumb that is.
Legendary Super Saiyaman. He's become some sort of Super Saiyaman. I will protect Christmas.
What am I going to do with you?
I have a couple of suggestions.
Right. Why am I tired?
Because you know today's your last day off.
Fair, yeah. Does this include Vesta's mini-me? It does now!
Oh, Lord. There's another half hour on the stream.
Nah. Little squidgy doll friend is gonna be pretty simple to slap together.
Okie doke.
It's got a little round head. It's got this little round head. And it's got like a little gingerbread critter type body. Yeah, just I love how Kezbek's immediate first thought when clapping eyes on the little doll was just creepy.
Well, that's how... And I'm sorry to say this, especially for those who practition it. Unfortunately, that is how most things that have the voodoo-esque notion are viewed.
Especially since he saw Vesta activate it with fucking blood magic.
Yeah. Yeah. I especially feel bad for anyone who is a practitioner of actual
There's a reason
voodoo.
there's a reason I described it as being like a little rag doll instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I described it as being like a little rag doll instead for a reason. Oh god, his body is like a tiny hand. A very weird hand, my dude. Meow.
What was that noise?
Button. Button.
Button? You say button like you say kitten. Button? Kitten?
Look, it's friendly.
God, what the hell is that? What's the hell of that video game?
Look at it. It's friendly.
Mm-hmm. Hi, I'm Paul.
It will look less creepy as we go, I promise. Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me!
Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
It's completely harmless. Like, look at how big it is in comparison to Vesta. It can't hurt anybody. It's a harmless little creature.
Sure.
And actually, I'm using Clip Studio Paint.
Little Big Planet, that's the name of the game. Thank you, Kirill.
Tell that to Chucky. Chucky was the size of like a 3-year-old. That's way more capable of damage.
Also, I found Chucky hilarious.
You're allowed to.
I did not take that movie seriously for 2 seconds. I was laughing the entire time. Oh no.
What's up? I think that's Swedish.
Yeah, that's definitely not Spanish.
That's Swedish, my friend. And somebody translate that!
Hell, that's not even Spanglish.
Someone, please. That's what Mike says. Oh! Okay, so that's the Swedish dub of that dialogue. Good to know.
Like, zoink, Scoob.
He can't stop laughing, so he would get kicked out. That's actually great. But yeah, so Andrew will look at that thing as more of a threatening presence than the Dragon Blender. For some reason, that makes me laugh.
With me, I can laugh at any horror movie so long as I don't hear the music.
As soon as you can hear the music, that's all she wrote on that front.
Yeah, tension building music is what gets me. Like my brain hits music different. Like if I'm sad and you put on music with an upbeat, like an up-tempo, like something you would hear at a club, I will get happy just listening to the music.
But by the same token, music meant to be spoopy will freak you out even more.
Oh yeah. Violins, man, they do something to me. I can. It's how I play Dead Space, really. I just turn the music volume down, leave everything else up, and I run through Dead Space, not angry, just frustrated. Just like, come on, you're making me waste my ammo, you stupid fucks.
Yeah, look at the size scale of it to everything else. It's harmless.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
It's a nice, harmless little creature.
Rep, don't. Don't. I am not fun and fancy free with music.
If I play it, it will probably get picked up on the stream. Actually, I think because Vesta might not have had access to yarn, its hair, quote unquote, is probably going to be more of like a little bandana or something tied around its noggin.
Okie doke.
There we go. Immediately more friendly looking.
Christ, it's gonna kill me.
What makes you say that?
Just the general look to it.
No, actually, this is a familiar to Vesta. And it is her best friend ever.
This thing is going. If Kespec and Vesta do have an encounter, Kespec's gonna wake up the next morning with this thing over top of him, holding scissors, slowly singing, "I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus."
Meanwhile, Kespec is gonna be frantically trying to get Vesta awake.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Help! Her wakes up, reaches up, kind of pats it on the head. Good morning, little friend.
It was going to eat me.
No, it wasn't. It's a sweetie pie. It won't hurt anybody.
Does it have scissors?
Oh, yes, I gave it some.
Why?
Because it might need them. Eyebrows would help. Now that you mention it.
It's like, jeez. Kespec, that was the best night of my life, but is this bitch worth it?
She's lovely, but is the cray cray worth it?
She's great. Looks at the familiar. That.
She's great. This thing kind of picks up the little minion by its head. Just thump. Why? You know what I think would make getting its features right a little bit easier? Also, this way it looks just kind of derpy. Look at its derpy little face. There we go. That'll make putting the eyebrows and mouth on much easier and a lot less, and will help them look a lot more put together. Does that help it any? Does this help?
Sure.
It does not help, does it?
No.
Now
I'm reminded of the Binding of Isaac.
It's not supposed to be traumatizing. It's supposed to be cute and cuddly and friendly. I may actually need to size it up again so I can draw it. Just lost audio. Son of a fuck!
Nope. I hear you, Susan.
Yes, but you're in a call with me.
Oh, right. True. Shit. Hold on.
Oh, never mind. Okay. Oh. That's actually a great idea, Rap. Just give me a sec. Like that?
Sure. The head tilt does not help.
I thought it would, though. I mean, I think it looks cute and friendly.
Okay. then we're gonna leave it.
Yes, like that. Nope. Here's the thing. Vesta will see nothing wrong with this thing because she made it herself and therefore everything is fine with it.
Yep. Alright, let's keep trucking.
Yep. Meanwhile, poor Kazbek. Is this worth it? Is this absolute crazy woman? Nah. Well, it might have that on its feet, given the fact that it was helping Vesta investigate the room the party found. Nope. Why is everyone scared of it? Raise the eyebrows in the center. Makes it look surprised, less like a little demon. I will try that. I'm sorry, this thing is so, terrifying.
No, you're not.
For punt. No, that did not help. You know, I like it just the way it is.
Then just have it that way.
Don't worry. Vesta will not be bringing it to any dinner date with Kasbek.
If that happens.
If it comes to pass, she will not bring it to social engagements. Aside from social engagements where it sneaks along of its own accord.
Good lord.
But to be fair, it hasn't achieved its own sentience.
Oh, good.
Yet.
Oh, no.
Well, that's a thing puppets can do. They can just become sentient all on their own.
Mm-hmm.
With our luck, it will. You say that like if it comes to life, it will be immediately hostile.
He'll show up on his own carrying a pair of scissors. Jesus Christ.
Why are you guys acting like this poor thing is just insta-hostile?
You are gonna fucking neuter Kespec.
It's friendly. It is friend-shaped. Look at it.
I see it.
It is friend-shaped.
Yup.
You do not agree with me that it is friend-shaped.
I would never say that out loud.
You can say it. You do not believe it to be friend-shaped.
I don't.
But it hasn't done anything. It's only just come to existence. It hasn't done anything wrong.
Susan?
Yes?
Do you remember the innate fear Lava had when you showed him your doll collection?
My dolls were and are perfectly harmless.
I believe you. But that's where we're at.
Oh. Okay, we got a good number of people in the chat. Okay, question. Who here has had an uncanny valley reaction to American Girl dolls? They'll... Sisters for... What? I do not know what those are. Look them up real quick.
This is an interesting fucking discussion we've stumbled upon to here in the last 20 minutes of the stream.
They're fine. It's usually the older women that collect them. Fair. It looks so derpy. It looks so derpy and cute.
Your category for what is derpy and my category for what is derpy are two very different categories.
Yes.
I'm glad you realize. Some snakes are derpy, rep. Some snakes are danger noodles.
This creature's a thumbless glove. is technically kind of what Vesta made this thing out of.
Sweet Lord.
And now it gets... Now it gets a nice little outfit to wear.
Walk up to a cobra, call it derpy. If you got that kind of chutzpah, I'ma stand behind you.
Yes. Maybe if it was a little frog or puppy doll, it wouldn't be as creepy. But as far as Vesta's aware, puppets are supposed to kind of sort of look like people.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is, like, as far as she is aware, that is how these things are supposed to be. But yeah, just as far as Vesta's aware, it is supposed to look like that, and it is supposed to be her adorable little derpy friend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's not supposed to be a perfect mini of Vesta. It's just supposed to be a little doll creature. And Vesta will present it to the party like, look, I made it all by myself. The rest of the party, screech.
Kill it with fire.
But it hasn't done anything. It's an innocent. It's staring dumbly up at the party. Derp. Like, look at that face. That is definitely No Thought's head empty.
Mm-hmm.
You know that thing is hag magic, right, her? But I made it myself. Concern rises. God bless Ed. He is dumb as a box of bricks.
Counteraction rising. Yeah, we are ready for the punchline. There's no use with all your gimmicks. Check this out.
What are you on about?
Oh, it's the intro for a theme song.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Bean, why did you just randomly message me derpy? And then delete it?
Probably because it went to the wrong person. Knowing him. Yes. Hence why Tess's blue mother refers to Ed as a useful idiot. Because he looks at this creepy-ass looking little thing and goes, oh my god, it's adorable. Everyone else in the party, Ed, how have you not accidentally made a pact with a demon? Wrong link, nothing to see here. Moving on. But, yeah, I love how everybody just takes one look at this little thing and just goes, creepy. Whereas Vesta's just like, it's my new friend. The next day, Ed has one too. Vesta didn't make it. That would actually kind of make her happy because that means it's its own independent little creature. It can make things. The rest of the party,
No.
the rest of the party would be probably gunning for its head on a stick.
Look, it multiplied. Wraps it on a stick, holds it above a fire. Stop that.
Why do I find that funny?
I don't know. You got a twisted sense of humor?
Oh, probably. As long as it wasn't hostile. I was implying that he accidentally made a deal with the demon, but sure. Because that's the sane option. Yeah, it's just like, don't worry, Vesta. We'll make sure everything's fine with these little creatures. Burn.
We'll make sure they're perfectly safe. Kick it into a fire.
Do you think Vesta will be upset at us about this? She saw how creepy they look.
Do you think Vesta will be upset about this? I'm taking her to an anniversary dinner. She'll never know.
Oh, Cookie. Vesta, you made a demon! But it's harmless. Look at it.
It is playing with fire. Everyone pointed looks.
He crawls back out of the fire pit, just like...
Crawls out of the fire pit, shakes the soot off. It's fine. All of us look.
Vesta, well, lots of people in the party have magic, and I wanted to make sure it wouldn't get hurt. So I kinda made it fireproof. Using up arrows. That would be hilarious, but Vesta would probably have questions about where it acquired these implements since she didn't give it to them. Now this is Vesta outside of her armor, so hence why I'm not doing much like detailing with like buckles and such.
Yeah. That would add another hour, and it is nearly lunchtime.
But since this is her casual wear, I can get a little creative with her top. And I can do this because Vesta's one of my druids.
Oh, so she's practically naked.
No, she's not that bad. That would require alcohol.
Susan, what do you mean? I've played in games with you.
I mean, this particular druid, like, does not intend to. Yes, all of my druids tend to be very cavalier about that sort of thing. But she's more of a, like. Vesta deliberately saves that side of herself for celebrations.
Fair enough.
Maybe?
Maybe. Maybe, baby. Maybe, baby.
See, kind of a green. I like that color. Up, and then boop, and then boop. So now I just go do 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 do. And all right. Anyways, so yes, Vesta isn't as detailed as Tess, but I am running out of ability to art.
Yeah.
I'm now worried. It's okay. Everything will be fine. Yeah, that's like appropriate size for a little rag doll.
Yeah.
There we go. Look at it, it's shy.
Mm-hmm.
Look at its little self.
Yeah. Alright.
It's plotting. Anyways, it's getting close to lunchtime, so I need to call it here.
Yep, same.
Nice talking to you all. Good to see you again. Nice to see you all again, and I hope to do so soon. Bye for now.
Toodles. Uh,